This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Always follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Yes, here we go. Follow the money. Paulie Howard, Mike Palm, live from Circa, downtown, baby. Getting ready for Game 5 coming up. As always, listen to us, Sirius XM Channel 158, iHeartRadio, big program in store. Sal Pal in an hour. What's going on, the news and notes in the NFL, the look-ahead lines we'll get to. A.J. Ramos on Game 5, played with Ohtani as well in MLB Radio Network, Sirius XM. We'll talk to him. And Matt Humans with a lot of picks and college basketball right around the corner. Matt with a plethora of props as well. Palm readers, unite. The maestro. You cannot be serious as well. And he's in today. Mitch Moss under the weather. Probably got it from his son. That is unfortunate. My friend, good to see you. We have a series here. And it was a gotta-have-it game for the Jays. Now it's a gotta-have-it game for the Dodgers. Pivotal Game 5. You go back in history. If it's tied at 2, the winner of Game 5 wins 67% of the time. Yamamoto in their back pocket for Game 6. And now we get a rematch of Game 1. Can they make Snell work again?
Well, you had the excuse in Game 1, and great to be with you, Paul. Big show today. Eagles on a bye week. Can't wait to be here. Anyhow, you had the excuse of 10 days rest for Snell. Snell had been unhittable for 6 weeks. He'd been the best pitcher in postseason baseball. Our guy, Jensen Lewis, said Game 1 will be the outlier. He won't have control, and he did not have command of his fastball. We saw that. What will the effect be? Also tonight, Savage has to pitch on the road.
Correct.
They've been able to throw him at home against the Yankees, at home twice against Seattle. This will be his first postseason start outside of the friendly confines of Toronto. I think both things work in the Dodgers' favor tonight. However, if this were a prize fight, Paul, if this were a UFC match, if this were an ice skating competition, if you had to go to the scorecards, you'd have to give it to the Blue Jays through 4 games. They've been the better team.
Mm-hmm. Well said. So we talked about this before the series started. This team is so good. Oh, the pitching. To have a 1.40 starters ERA. Your Brewers were held to a 118 batting average. Scored 4 runs in the series. But what if the Dodgers get their bats going? Well, we're still waiting for the Dodgers to get their bats going, and it hasn't happened. Mookie's 5 for his last 34. Pa has his 4 for his last 50. They're probably going to sit him today. Yeah. Muncie's had some horrible at-bats. So you go back and look at this. Let's go to the Philadelphia series, the game they blew in Game 1. But the Dodgers got 3 of the runs off the Phillies' bullpen. They also did damage against the Phillies' bullpen in Game 2. They won 2-1. With that crazy walk-off to eliminate the Phillies. Then they beat Milwaukee 2-1, 3-1, 5-1. 2 of the runs were off the bullpen. Then was the crazy Ohtani game. They didn't hit in Game 1. They didn't hit last night. And then you also had the crazy Ohtani game, too. So he's responsible for 2 of their, when you look, well, they scored 6 runs. Oh, they scored 5 runs. Well, he was responsible for 5 home runs in those games and what he did. Can you really trust this Dodger offense right now? That's a legitimate question.
It's a legitimate question. Betts certainly hasn't been terrific in the 2 all. I mean, you walk Ohtani 5 times to get to Betts. Think about that.
Think about that.
I understand that.
Yeah.
They scored 1 run in the last 11 innings of Game 3, right? And come back with 2 last night in 9 innings. So they've got 3 in their last 20 innings. They were shut down in Game 1. You know, that game was 1-1 in the 7th game, too, the Yamamoto game, too, right? Before Will Smith, instead of walking, ends up hitting the home run.
Very good.
You haven't been able to rely on their offense. They need to get these shutdown performances from their starting pitchers. Can you Savage give Toronto another quality outing against this team? I do feel like these are throwaway innings once you get beyond Freeman even. And how about Will Smith? I mean, he caught 18 innings in Game 3. I couldn't believe he was back out there last night. What's this guy got left in the tank, and you're hitting him in the 4-hole?
Oh, hello, and it's 96 degrees. What do you think of that angle?
Very
you have
interesting.
That too. So I know Ohtani was getting the IVs and what happened, and it's easy to say now, but they shouldn't have brought him out for the 7th inning, as he was just gassed and didn't have much. He should have been honest with Roberts there and the staff. But 96 degrees, excellent point about Smith, and let's say they make Snell work here. like they did in Game 1. They fouled off 22 pitches, 11 with 2 strikes, the most ever when Snell in a game that he's encountered. And all those pitches he threw in the first inning. He's on normal rest now.
Well, he's on 4 days. So, I mean, they go back from 4 or 5. You have to see if he finds it again. I can remember Mitch betting this guy for Cy Young, and he'd be at 100 pitches through the 5th inning every game, remember?
Yes, right.
He's got great stuff, but it took him a lot of pitches to get guys out as a strikeout pitcher. He didn't have the command that he's had the last few years. So we'll see. Two guys obviously play a large role here, but can the Dodgers get anything out of their lineup? You're not seeing the big hits out of Tommy Edman this year.
Nope.
You're not. The 9 hole's a joke. It's an automatic out. They can't get anybody on base. That's why they can walk Ohtani every time, because nobody can get on base from the 8 and 9 hole.
Would you play call? Would you sit Pages?
I don't know.
He was so good in the regular season. You're right.
He's a streaky guy.
Yeah.
Pages is a streak. He was horrible the first month of the year. I thought they were going to send him down. Then he was better for the next 3 months. I don't know. Cole had a terrible at-bat when he could have ended that game a lot earlier.
Come on.
That was the at-bat to end the game with the runner on third. You pop up on a 2-0 pitch.
Yeah.
I probably stick with Pages.
After he pitches, Ohtani 5 for his last 34 with 14 strikeouts. Another cause for concern. Also, what do we do with his props? How do the Blue Jays pitch to him? Snyder was asked after Game 4, are you going to walk him moving forward? He said yes. Then before the game, he said, are you going to walk him in his first at-bat? He said, I don't know. They walked him, but they pitched to him. Bieber fell behind 3-0. That cashed if you had it available. Exact outcome, walk was plus 475. But then they pitched to him the rest of the game, and he struck out twice and did a good job.
Bieber.
You're also going to pitch to him when you have the lead, though, too. You're not going to put ducks on the pond.
The 3-1 pitch was a foot low, and Payne called it a strike. And then the 3-2 pitch was a strike, and he called it a ball.
I agree.
But they weren't trying to walk him. Bieber was just trying to be careful with him.
Right. So how would you attack it here? Go right after him, or you'd see how it goes?
I think if I'm Savage, I'm throwing a lot of the splitter and down, and see if he wants to take a swing and get some weak contact. It's different later in the game. I agreed with every time they walked him in that extra inning game. After that game got tied in the 7th, I think Schneider's managed this very well. I thought that could have been a weakness for this team.
How can you say that after what he did in the extra innings game, taking everybody out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they were the guys with the bullpen left. We would be looking at Yamamoto for another 9 innings if the Dodgers don't win it. And then what for Game 6?
Yeah. What'd you think?
What would have happened then?
Oh, God. I couldn't get enough of that. Yamamoto's coming into the game, and Bieber's warming up. Who knows how long the game would have gone?
I want to ask A.J. Ramos later, and I'm going to ask Jensen Lewis tomorrow morning. How much does that warming up in between his starts take out of him?
Good question.
Do you think that will have an effect? It does set up now, though, if the Dodgers are going to win this 4-2 or 4-3, and he has 2 great starts, where he's definitely in play for MVP. If he'd have come in and got the win in relief and could have made another start, but you have to consider him now. He's really the only Dodger pitcher that's eligible for MVP. And before the series, Ohtani was plus 150, and then 4 out of the next 5 guys outside of Guerrero were Dodger pitchers in the odds. They just stacked up all the starters.
Vlad's 3-1 now. If the Jays win, it's Vlad, right?
Well, the huge home run
you saw it again, but that goes back to fatigue. Where were the pitches?
Yeah.
He's high.
Yeah, they were up. The curveball way up.
Way up.
Yep.
The at-bat by Lukes, the base hit, up. The home run, up. Okay. Ohtani's down to minus 160. Yamamoto's 16-1.
He's higher. He was 12-1 before the series.
I guess this is madness. I get a walk-off from Freddie Freeman. I'm 25-1. Gosh, son of a... Kirk 8-1. He's killing it. He's doing a great job as well. So what do you want to do with your Savage props? You good point about his first road playoff start. They also get to see him for the second time, which is huge. He can't go four innings, 5 innings?
Absolutely, he can go 5 innings.
Yeah.
You need him to go 5 innings.
Yes.
I think Snyder's been very good with his decisions with the starters in this game. He got another inning out of Bieber. You heard Davey Roberts in the whatever that 4th inning interview said, "How's Bieber pitching? He's pitching great. I think if we can get him out after the 5th." Well, you didn't. He got through a full 6 innings. I think Savage can go 5. I would go over 14.5 outs with Savage, whatever that price is.
Well, you want to go what?
I would think he can get 5 innings.
Yes.
I would think you could bet over 14.5.
12.5 at DraftKings.
I get it, but you could get plus numbers on a little bit of laddering.
Sure.
What's Yamamoto been? Over 26.5.
Good, yeah.
Right.
12.5 at DraftKings. You can ladder like Mike talked about. Here at your joint, you are 5 for the K prop. DraftKings is 5.5. To record a win, juicy, almost 6-1. And then I know it was Burke today, I think, who wrote about he likes walks over, that he's gone over his walk prop 3 straight starts. And I don't mind that. Hits allowed, 3.5 over -130. And then all the different props you can bet as well. Ohtani now at William Hill, walks is 1.5 over -130. I had to bet the under.
Yeah.
I just think they're not going to, like Jensen Lewis said, they won't walk him to start the game. At least they won't try, right? But then who knows how the game's going to go. Someone will have a nice lead, that kind of thing. So I bet under 1.5 walks. I bet the total bases under.
What's Snell's strikeouts? To me, that's fascinating.
6.5.
Yeah, to me, that's fascinating because you have a great strikeout pitcher,
right.
a team that doesn't strike out.
That's right. 6.5, and what happened in Game 1 as well. I'm telling you, man, that's incredible how they make you work, and they go deep in counts and the foul balls. Just an incredible job. Excellent as well. Okay, we're going to get to more of the World Series and props that we like coming up, and also recap what happened last night. We also get into a little bit of the NBA, some numbers that will blow your mind coming up when you use the prop analyzer. A ton of guys are 4-0 over on all these different categories. We're going to share some of those coming up next on Follow the Money VSiN, the Sports Betting Network, Sirius XM Channel 158.
If you're serious about football betting, VSiN's got your weekend game plan. Fridays at 7 p.m., it's the Circa Friday Football Invitational. Saturday morning, VSiN's college football tailgate show at 9 a.m., breaking down matchups, props, and big-time bets. Later that night, join the football contest show as the sharpest betting minds give you their picks for Sunday's game. And Sunday at 9 a.m., lock in with Mitch and Paulie on VSiN's Pro Football Tailgate Show. Your final stop before kickoff. Check out the full lineup at VSiN.com and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
So, Paulie, have you had a chance to read the VSiN Daily yet?
Yeah, came in at 3 a.m. What's Bill doing up that late?
Well, rumor has it starts off with a 12-hour meditation session.
Then he just pours himself over film and live TV, really focusing and taking it all in. Bill's in with the biggest insiders, talking trade secrets, strategies, the whole nine, absorbing the info.
And then and only then can the writing process begin.
In Las Vegas, Bill's late night becomes your early morning. Wake up to the very latest betting insights in your inbox with the VSiN Daily. Sign up for free at vsin.com/newsletter.
On the next A Numbers Game, what a Thursday we have lined up for you. Tim Murray on college football. Peter Fornatale, old buddy, on the Breeders' Cup. All of his best bets for this weekend. And, of course, Thursdays mean Zach and Crack Zach Cohen on the NBA and National Football League. And some tennis plays if he has those as well. And Crack, Bill Krackenberger Unscripted with a special appearance from Jeff Nadeau on the NBA betting scandal. It's A Numbers Game, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, right here at VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All news in 10 minutes. Also look-ahead lines, which I always love. Run that by the maestro as well. Win-lose and the great Sal Pal coming up. Special props on tonight's game. Huge Game 5, 96 degrees. Could be nuts out there here at Circa. Blake Snell, 9+ Ks, plus 325. You Savage, 6+ strikeouts, and the Jays win, plus 415. And the big boy from last night, can it hit again? Vlad goes deep, and the Blue Jays win is 8-1. Snell, 8 strikeouts, and the Dodgers win, plus 230. You Savage, 7+ Ks, plus 230. I'm with you. It's fascinating with the Snell K prop because the Blue Jays don't strike out and how they make you work. And how long will Snell go in this one? Because he throws a lot of pitches and what they did with all those foul balls.
Well, the first inning of Game 1, they didn't end up scoring, right? He got out of the jam, but he threw 23 pitches. And I think that was the key to the whole game.
Yeah.
And then he wore down in the 4th and the 5th, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So can they do it again tonight? I mean, when you look at both of these lineups, rank the people that put fear in your heart.
I go a lot of Blue Jays.
A lot of Blue Jays.
Yes.
Ohtani might be the only guy on the Dodgers.
Freeman scares me.
A little bit, but
he's a big game player. Come on.
Well, he's a clutch player, but he's got bets making out before him every time too.
I know, but you make a mistake and Freddie will make you pay.
He did.
You're right. Mookie is scuffling as well, and I don't trust Muncy right now. Will Smith, good, but not feared.
The biggest hole in the Dodgers lineup is Mookie Betts. He's the biggest problem in why that offense is. I know we can talk about the bottom of the lineup isn't generating any runs, but you can't put an automatic out there at the top.
Yeah, okay. Again, but so many guys hitting with Toronto, you're right. And so many
Kirk
guys
is a hell of a hitter.
Well, how about Big Ern? Again, Ernie Clement delivers with the double.
Yep.
Ernie Clement is even money to get a single tonight. He's $1.50 here at Circa to have a hit. To me, you got to play that till he crushes lefties. What he's done. Love Ernie Clement. What Kirk is doing. Vlad. And then Springer's hour to hour last check. See if they get Springer back in there. You guys can update me that when you have that info as well. But there's so many guys that can hit. And again, the foul balls. What also becomes intriguing is not only what happens tonight, the result, and then we go Game 6 Friday, if necessary, Game 7 on Saturday night. Ohtani already said, you're damn right, I'm coming out of the pen if needed. Game 6 or Game 7. Now, if Yamamoto can give you 8 or 7, no problem there. But again, I don't trust this Dodger bullpen at all. And it's all hands on deck in Game 7. So we don't worry about that, but that's it.
The big problem for the Dodgers is if they lose tonight, they're going to have Glasnow in Game 7. I'm not a Glasnow guy. Everybody told me.
Why?
Because I don't think he's a smart pitcher. I don't think. He's always got great stuff. I don't rank him up there with these. I asked everybody. Remember, I asked you and Mitch in August if you were making the Dodgers rotation for the playoffs and everybody was healthy, what would the rotation be? Right? And 80% of the people said, oh, Glasnow's got to be. He didn't even start in the first series. And Jensen and I's point was Yamamoto's the best pitcher. I mean, Snell had been the best pitcher so far through. I'm not a big number. Didn't he lose a Game 5, a deciding Game 5 at the Astrodome when they had all his pitches? Remember that? They had 7 singles off the guy in the first 2 innings. Wow. The Astros did. They ended Yu Darvish's career. He's still out there. But his career ended with Game 7 when he couldn't get out of the first inning.
Yeah, I know it didn't go well for him last start, but he's been awesome so far in the postseason. Yeah. The question is, do you trust Scherzer, though? That's a whole nother one. Maybe he only goes a couple innings.
You have to believe in the guy.
What, Max Scherzer?
What's he done wrong?
What's he done?
They keep shoving him out there, and he keeps competing.
He does compete. The Dodgers also had some horrible at-bats last game as well. But then Seattle let him off the hook as well. So anything batter props? Anything you're looking at as far as what the hitters can do in an Ohtani walk prop? There's a good one at Will Hill. If both pitchers 6 strikeouts, Vlad and Ohtani to go deep 42-1, which I think will get a lot of play. But what are you looking at for hitters?
Well, let me take a look.
I played Ernie, base hit, and also single. Ohtani under 1.5 walks. And I mentioned Savage over walks, which is a good write-up today on VSiN.com from Adam Burke, and also his outs prop. I will trust him with the outs prop. I think the guy...
What are you playing, over 12.5?
Yeah, I think the guy can get him into the 5th or 6th inning. Now, will they finally break out and do something offensively and see him the second time? Also, his first road playoff start, you have all that too. Maybe that comes into play. But I'm still sitting here like Patience on a Monument waiting for the Dodgers to get something going, Uncle June. And it's not pretty. I'll say that. So many bad at-bats, and good point about the bottom of the lineup. And we'll see if Mr. Roberts shakes things up and if he changes and moves some things around, too. You could do that. I don't know. Well, okay, while you're looking.
How about
yeah?
Well, how about Barger to get a hit? How about what's he? I mean, if Clement is that price, I would look at however you put it, half a hit at base. Barger, I think he will get into this game. They moved him up. They had him in the 4 hole yesterday. Obviously,
he's not listed.
Okay,
playing no.
Right.
Can't wait till see if he gets in the game tonight in the NBA. Good stuff up as always. VSiN.com. A big schedule. There's a lot of guys again with these props. Now you got the AI prop projections as well, but you also have the prop analyzer. The AI is game by game basis, so easy to use. Check it out: points, rebounds, assists, points, PRA, and then all 3 categories as well, and also 3-pointers. But as far as the season, Daniels, Atlanta, 4-0 over his points prop. Reeves, the Lakers, he's been phenomenal. He's gone over his points all 4 games. Cunningham, under all 4 games. Randall, T-Wolves, over all 4 games. Levine has gone over. Klay Thompson, under all 4 games. P.J. Washington, over all 4 games. Assists, KCP, over all 4 games. Mobley, over all 4 games. Mitchell, under all 4, and Jaylen Brown, under all 4 games. PRA, these are the AI projections tonight. Joker, big time under his points, rebounds, and assists. At your own risk with that one. Ja Morant is listed at 34 at DraftKings. They have him projected 27. And also 3-pointers. Trae Young has gone under every game. He's off to a slow start. Banchero's gone under every game. And PRA as well. Reeves 4-0 to the over. Cunningham 4-0 to the under. Zach LaVine 4-0 to the under. Projections for points tonight, OptAI. Joker, under, big. He's listed 26. He's at 18 tonight. And Ja Morant, projected mid-20s. He's at 18. They have Anthony Davis under, Derek White under, and they're big on Giddey under assist tonight, which leads us to the card. And how are the Chicago Bulls doing this?
3-0.
I can't believe it. I know. Can you believe this? And then they're favored tonight, and they catch Sacramento in a great spot, who's on a back-to-back after the close loss in OKC. So the Bulls are up to 4.5 tonight, and 238.5 the total. Sacramento couldn't guard Mike Palm. That's something to keep an eye on with the total. How about the Atlanta Hawks? 8.5 on the road against the Nets. 238.5 is the total. I bet the Hawks team total over 123.5. This Nets defense, this Nets team could be all-time bad. When you see the start that they're off to and what the Rockets did in the last game, I played that over as well, and we'll see if Trae Young and Atlanta can get going in this game tonight, and they're certainly picking on the right opponent here. Brooklyn is 10-1 to the over, playing at home, a one-day rest scenario, since going back to February 2025. Those are great numbers. Strong stuff. Your impressions of Cooper Flagg so far?
I thought Dallas would be bad early. I just don't think that team will gel until the springtime, and I don't think they've been very good. I think he has to get used to how physical this game is. He doesn't have to compete with 5 guys that are that big at Duke, right? I mean, you're playing against 1 or 2 guys that can match his size. How about Julius Randle over 24.5 points tonight? You said he's 4-0 to the over points?
Yep.
He had 26 in only 30 minutes against the Lakers last week. I'm just throwing it out there, Paul.
No, it's a good follow. No, it's good.
How about the San Antonio Spurs to make the Western Finals?
Love it.
You like that?
Yes.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, they look awesome. Wemby, again, is on a mission.
I don't recognize him.
How so?
I don't.
His game?
His game.
Yeah, he changed his game.
He totally changed his game.
Bully ball. How he should be. 7-4. Go down low and do damage. That's how it should be. He's embracing it, it says. It's excellent. It's phenomenal what he's doing. The marquee games, Cavs 3.5, 234.5 at Boston. And the other marquee game, Lakers and T-Wolves. Again, no Luka, no LeBron. It's tough. Timberwolves laying 7.5 as well. We'll give you more great numbers coming up as we go throughout the show. Breeders' Cup weekend is here. 14 championship races. You don't want to go in guessing. Full expert pick sheet, just $9.99. Every race, both days, straight from Somich. And if you're a VSiN Pro subscriber, the picks are free. We're laying out top selections and confidence score. Perfect for anyone trying to add a data point to their handicapping or for beginners looking to gain an edge. Instant download, zero fluff, huge value. Pre-order now, VSiN.com/breeders. A lot of NFL news coming up next. The big changes in Minnesota. And you won't believe the next Thursday night football line. We look at Week 10 NFL with the Maestro coming up downtown where it all goes down. Circa, VSiN, the Sports Betting Network, Sirius XM, Channel 158.
Season is tipping off, and VSiN's got you covered with our brand new NBA betting guide. We've packed it with key insights and betting trends, previews of all 30 teams, and of course, our experts' season-long best bets. It's the playbook you want in your hands before the first tip. The guide is exclusive for VSiN Pro members, so don't miss out. Sign up today at VSiN.com/subscribe and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
This is VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Lamar Jackson is in, good to go tomorrow. Thursday night in Miami. Ravens 7.5 and 51.5 the total. J.J. McCarthy is back for the Vikings. Lions 8.5, 48.5. Carson Wentz playing through all those injuries, incredible. He's out for the year, but said I had to gut it out there. I felt obligated. It's like I can't. You saw it in the Charger game. It's like he couldn't even move his arm, and he's grabbing it after every other play. The pain that guy was in. So we'll see what Mr. QB Whisperer can do now with McCarthy, with their season on the line in Detroit up to 8.5. So he's back in. Bryce Young looks like he's going to be back for Carolina. Packers 13.5 and 44.5. Joe Flacco now is 50-50. Bears up to 3, 51.5. I like the Bengals if it's Flacco. I like the Bears if it's not Flacco. I'm going to be Browning. But can't believe they lost that game. Incredible. How many people do you know that had an Arizona and Survivor came back in and had Cincinnati?
I don't know of any.
I
don't know anybody that had Arizona that could, get up and go to work the next day. But, I just found out a few of my friends had Cincinnati. I didn't know. They were out. They reached out to me in the last couple of days.
Is that right?
They led that game by 14 or more, 5 different points in that game against an 0-7 team.
Right. They couldn't complete a pass or couldn't move the ball.
No.
That is horrible. What happened? Yep.
So I like that. I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself here,
ahead.
but I like Detroit this week.
In Survivor?
I like the Lions. No, just to
the game.
To beat the Vikings by 3 touchdowns.
To blow them out.
That's a divided locker room.
How so?
The way that they made all these players complicit in pretending McCarthy was injured when he wasn't, and then they left Wentz out there, to your point, who couldn't play. His shoulder banged up, ribs, and they just left him out there to be sacrificed against the Chargers. I mean, that's a very tense locker room right now. And I'll tell you another thing about that game. This Flores is a great DC against rookies.
Yeah. Right?
He confuses them and blitzes. This is not a rookie. This is Jared Goff, experienced offensive line, a very good offensive team. I think the Lions roll. Just like I said, shove on the Chargers.
You did.
You could shove on the Lions.
Really? Good call.
I think so.
All right. Sunday night, Seattle 3 at Washington. McLaurin is already out. And Daniels looks like he'll be good to go and back for Washington. All right. So week 10. Look at headlines in the NFL. Where does the time go, Mike? Week 10 already. Thursday night, Broncos, 10.5, 42.5 against the Raiders. Is it this bad?
Seems short, doesn't it? 10.5.
I know, but also I was going to say, though, can I lay this? Now, we've seen them week 1 struggle against Tennessee. I know they had 4 turnovers, and we also watched that debacle in London. They come in, rivalry I understand, but they come in and they disrespect their opponent and they screw around.
Well, all it took for Bo Nix to get healthy was that Cowboys defense. That's all it took, and suddenly he got back on track. I want you to think about this. The Raiders ran 30 plays. Chip Kelly, who wants to run 100 plays a game, 80 in college, 70 in the pro, ran 30. It's not possible. Ran 30 plays against the Chiefs, a team they've been ultra competitive with here in the last half of a decade. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone so well for these hiring the mid 70-year-olds with Belichick and your boy Pete Carroll.
All right, let's go to Berlin. We got 2 international games left. In Berlin, the Colts are 6.5, 48.5 against Atlanta. That was so bad by Atlanta. It's just when they stink, it's a all-time stink job when they don't show up. I got to take the Colts. It's back-to-back weeks. I like the Colts.
Colts roll everybody, Paul.
They do.
I'm telling you,
slow down this offense.
The Chiefs play the Bills this week. Somebody's going to get a loss. If somehow the Colts can get the 1 seed, they'll be dangerous. And they play on that dome, on that fast track with that offense.
I'm glad you
mentioned it.
They'll
be a tough out. If they have to go on the road, forget it.
It looks like 13 wins from here, maybe more when you look at the schedule. Ravens 3.5 at Minnesota, 47.5. Let me see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to see how Lamar looks.
Yes.
I thought he was playing Sunday too, and then that game went from 6.5 to 3.5, and all over the road. But when you get a quarterback in that has the same skill set as Lamar, that offense is still competent.
All right, I think I know what you're going to say here. Texans 3, 42.5 against Jacksonville.
It's an interesting Survivor week, right? I circled this about a month ago saying week 10 is going to be the hardest week.
Oh.
Okay.
This is brutal. Yes.
Week 10 was good. And back then, I was saying save the Buccaneers. Well, I don't think you can say that anymore. Buccaneers hosting Patriots next week. I don't think we can say that anymore.
No.
Seems like the Patriots are legitimate.
Yeah.
Right? This kid, Drake May, probably going to be one of the next elite quarterbacks. I don't know if you have the Texans left. If you have the Texans left, I think you have to take a hard look at this. Jacksonville team is a fraud. They are awful.
Do you like them against the Raiders, though?
Well, that's a different thing. The Raiders are a AAA team.
I agree.
And their defense is, they'll create enough turnovers to probably take care of the Raiders.
Continue, Lawrence.
But, Lord, they're bad. I don't understand their defensive concepts. Texans get it together. They keep it going against the 49ers last week. I like the Texans here in a survivor aspect if you have the Texans left.
Browns, Jets. Yikes. Jets 1.5 at home, 38.5.
When's Shador going to get to play?
No opinion. Well, he was hurt. He wasn't even the backup last week.
Oh, no.
That's a good question, though. Saints at Panthers. Panthers 3.5, 42.5.
They're finally starting to slough this week. Did you see that?
Yeah.
How bad has he have been that he couldn't get in the lineup over Spencer Rattler? He scored 3 points at home against Tampa Bay.
Yeah. 1-14 straight up in his career. I mean,
Panthers are decent at home. I know the Bills rolled them, but they're competitive at home.
Yeah, right. Here's what you were talking about. Patriots at Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are only 2.5.
A month ago, this game would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely. And there's also Tampa dealing with all those injuries. And New England's offense looks phenomenal as well. Here's your big boy. Now, who has them left? That's the question. If you have them left, the Bills are 8.5 at Miami. 50.5 the total. That's your big boy. But I don't know. I mean, they had so many spots where you could have used them. Remember that stretch? They were
tough.
And a lot of people used them.
Division game on the road. That's 2 whammies there.
Really?
I'm just saying, if you follow the rules.
It's a brutal
division game on the road.
Oh, man. Giants at the Bears. Bears 3, 47.5. That's short. All these injuries with the Giants.
Yeah, they lose that good receiver, neighbor. I think the Bears are the play here.
Okay.
Maybe the Bears are the survivor play here if you didn't use them against the Saints.
Yeah. Cardinals at Seattle. Seattle 6.5, 45.5.
Yeah. Keep me away from division game.
And you don't trust them at home, too?
I don't know. They seem to be better on the road, don't they?
They are, yeah. 9 in a row. Lions at Commanders. Again, Washington with the injuries at the wrong time in this schedule. Could be looking at 3-7. Lions are only 3 at Washington? 51.5 the total.
Yeah. On grass, on the road. I don't know. I don't like the way they played that game at Kansas City a couple weeks ago. Very arrogant. You get, let's just go 4th and 5. We'll just throw the ball. And then they lost total control of the game.
Not bad. Rams 3 at San Francisco. 48.5 the total. Revenge. Can't get swept. Got to get this one if you're the Rams. If you do, you're going to win that division. I got to take the Rams.
You laid the 3 here?
Yeah,
okay.
I like the Rams.
All right.
Sunday night, Steelers at Chargers. Chargers 4.5. It'll be all Pittsburgh fans, I'll tell you that. 46.5 the total. Although Arash Markazi made the good point that maybe these Sunday night, Monday nights are more where the locals come out. There was a good story from Bill Simmons. Justin Herbert was at a Laker game. They put him up on a Jumbotron. It was people barely even clapped. 4.5. This is an over.
Oh, yes.
This is the Steelers.
All
defense.
Steelers games are overs.
They can't fix this defense. I can't believe the Hayward comment. There's not much fight in us. We didn't show much fight. Monday Night Football, your big boy. The rematch of the playoff game last year. And huge for seeding.
Home field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Packers 3-45 against the Eagles.
I want to go back to the great game, right? I think the winner
like the
probably is the 1 seed, aren't they? Detroit.
Tampa's got a shot.
Yeah. They got too many injuries right now. They got to get through this part of their schedule.
They could still go 13
I want to go back
4,
to your point of Lions at command. I think I agree with you. Seattle is 3 at Washington this week, and the Lions are 3 at Washington the next. So Seattle and Detroit are the same rating?
Yeah.
So 3 seems short, plus huge revenge factor off the playoff loss last year for Detroit in this
good call.
game. I buy you now.
That's
Lay
a good
the 3.
call. That's a very good call about what happened. Yeah. It's 3 at DraftKings. It's 3 down the street at Westgate. Week 10. And same numbers, too. on the Monday night game. Breeders' Cup weekend is here. 14 championship races. Don't want to go in guessing. If you're a VSiN Pro subscriber, get the picks free. Perfect for anyone trying to add a data point to their handicapping or for beginners looking to gain an edge. Instant download, zero fluff, huge value. Pre-order now, VSiN.com/breeders. Win-lose coming up next. Some big tickets at cash in the NBA and the World Series. And perfect timing with the maestro here with Halloween right around the corner. What's allowed? What isn't allowed? From a casino standpoint with costumes and how a big pain it is as well with the mask. That's straight ahead on Follow the Money, VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
VSiN's player prop projection tool is now available for the NBA. Get projections for points, assists, rebounds, and more powered by Opta AI. On VSiN.com/NBA props, we line up our projections against the latest DraftKings odds so you can quickly spot mismatches and find value before the market adjusts. The NBA player prop projections tool is free for a limited time. Check it out now at VSiN.com/NBA props and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
And maybe that's why they wouldn't, because they're the Giants and they don't do things that make sense.
Out of all these divisions, this is the one that I am the most curious about because I do think there are positive signs for the Bears.
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser! Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Vlad to go deep, plus 350. Vlad, first home run of the game, 10-1. Ohtani to walk in his first at-bat, plus 475. Blue Jays, plus 180. Blue Jays on the reverse run line, $3. Here at Circa, 3-1, excuse me. Here at Circa, Blue Jays to win by 4+ runs, plus 750. The Islanders did it again. Now, there was one game against the Oilers that had opened 5.5, and it was bet up to 6.5 and fell 6. Based on the opening number, the Islanders 8-0 to the over. Every game has gone over. Incredible.
They're not very good. They're not very good.
No.
Wasn't Wah a goaltender?
Yeah.
What's he doing? They're
Yes,
struggling mentally. Their mental game's struggling.
Yeah. Eichel, 2 goals, 10-1. Was it his birthday, I believe? I missed that.
They've got the Hurricanes' number.
No kidding. Good performance there. And a lot of goals with the VGK. Maxey, 4-0 over on his points. Aubert, 4-0 over on 3-pointers. Ube, 4-0 over on his 3-pointers made as well. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Radio and podcast friends, you always want to see these tweets and videos at Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. Luke sent these to me from yesterday as well. You guys are doing an excellent job sending this in. Look at this guy. He comes in. Every time he goes outside, he's got the routine. You got to wipe your paws. Look what it says when you come in, you enter. Please wipe your paws before you come in, like the Seinfeld episode. You got to wipe your wheels. Wiping the paws when he walks in after hanging outside or coming in. That's excellent. And that's a smart dog. And that's beautiful. Here, Iowa. Mike's familiar with it. Loves it. It's the first time the dog's trying corn. He doesn't know what to do. Coming in, I'm going to take a bite out of it? Do I just... pieces? How do I attack it? Whole thing? Yeah, it looks pretty good. The owner's turning it over for him, making it easy. Little nibble. Need some dental floss later, my friend. Very good. But that's... well done. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Lose some. You opened 60 here. Closed 55. JMU, Texas State. Flew over the total.
This is it. We get action starting next week. We get back to normal.
Oh, yeah? You like that? Back to normal.
These teams, I don't know.
No,
I haven't gotten involved in the Conference USA weekday and all that nonsense.
Yeah, right. Good win for JMU, though. Good team. And Kennesaw State got there as well. This isn't going to go well. This just happened. The Louisiana governor said at a press conference that the athletic director will not be hiring the next football coach. It'll be the board of supervisors. What do you think of that?
Well, he's the lead. The LSU athletic director is the lead, and you cannot be serious.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he's authored the 2 biggest buyout deals in the history of college.
I can't wait.
He was the AD at A&M with Jimbo Fisher.
By any chance, is the wire gate on it with Reichard or no?
No.
Damn. Okay.
No.
Now, I saw Foghorn Leghorn was putting his name out there as well. Orgeron says, hey, why not me? Back in. I love Popeyes, brother. Bones and biscuits out the window, brother. I'll tell you. In a horrific beat. An all-time bad beat last night in the NBA. The Wizards were laying 4.5 against the Sixers. They were down 17 in the second half. Washington led by 10 with 2 minutes left. Then it goes to overtime. You never want the dog in overtime. They led by 5 in overtime. Still not enough. Couldn't get a stop down the stretch. Had the ball with 5 seconds left. Down 3. Turnover. Middleton fouls. Both free throws made. They lose by 5. You can't be serious with that one, my friend. Oh, that's bad. All of it had to go against you. Before the line moves, the sharp place is already there. They don't just follow the market, they help move it. You're not going to outsmart billion-dollar books or full-time sharps on your own. With the sharp plays, you don't have to. Powered by advanced AI and plugged into trusted insider sources. They deliver the edge serious bettors use every day. Free reports, alerts, and market-moving insights straight to your inbox or X-Feed. Jeff and the crew at it since 2011. The Mr. Poison tweets, especially on Sunday. Look for that. Documented results, public logs, transparent receipts. Sharpplays.com. Trusted by pros. Watched by the books. Visit sharpplays.com. What'd you think of Frozen Frenzy?
It was interesting because the Knights wanted us to promote this, can you put all 16 games on the screen? Can you do it all at once? Your whole screens, either in the book or at Stadium Swims. Well, it's nice if it wouldn't have been a game in the World Series.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Game 4 of the World Series. So it's hard to own the whole stage, but I get what they're trying to do, and I like the staggered starts. I think you could start even earlier in the day.
Yes.
Than 3 o'clock.
Yes.
I know that's still 6 o'clock Eastern. How about some 4 o'clock, some 1 o'clock Pacific time starts? I would try to do that, but I like the concept.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit like Major League Baseball opening day.
Yeah, not bad. Okay. So with Halloween coming up, I know when you come in here, and we like to dress up, there's always a sign when you enter, though. And as VP here of 3 different properties, you're the perfect guy to ask, as you wear a lot of hats. What is your rule? What are casinos' rule generally about costumes? And I know I talked to our guy, J Dub, who's a great guy, used to work at the Hard Rock, about it's like when they come in, there were times celebrities would have a mask on, and he would have to go, and you can't do that. And then the celebrity would get upset. He goes, I know who you are, but you can't do that. What if someone with the same outfit walks up and robs the cage? I mean, you can't. So take it away, Mike.
Great Murder, She Wrote episode about that.
Okay.
Dressed as the Marquis de Sade or whatever, killed the guy in New Orleans during a costume party. But anyhow, I digress. No, you can't. You can't have any mask on that obscures your identity, because you're exactly right. Somebody else could be wearing the same mask. Plus, these casinos, including us, invest a lot of money in the facial recognition software.
Okay.
Somebody comes in the door, we get your ID, and then we can track you through surveillance, through facial recognition, everywhere you go.
Is that right?
If you do something bad, we can go back and find who you were because we have your ID when you came in.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can't obscure your face in any way by wearing a full mask. Same for the employees. Employees can dress up, but they still have to remain in uniform. And they can't obscure their face so that you wouldn't know who they are or know that they're an employee. But, yeah, it's a fun time for everyone. It's going to be great. It's the first time in 5 years it's been on a weekend day. And it's Nevada Day.
Oh, boy.
On top of that, everybody here is off. Most people here are off that work in government because they're celebrating Nevada Day. So it's really going to start Thursday night because people don't have to work on Friday. Night's game usually at 3 o'clock on the. Remember, they always play Colorado, and they start at 3. They're starting at 1 tomorrow, or Friday, excuse me. That's even an earlier time start for the night. So it's going to be a huge day and a huge weekend for the casinos.
What's the best costume you've seen?
Oh, boy.
You guys do contests.
Yeah, we do. I hosted them a couple of years, but then I had to be away from trick-or-treating, and so Michael Prinny started hosting them after that. But we did the one for Vegas Vicky where everybody was like a Marilyn Monroe or a Vegas Vicky for years. I mean, you guys have had some great costumes through the years. Stuff out of movies is generally really good. Your Petrino stuff was...
Petrino was good.
Petrino was very good, timely. Yeah, your kind of dark humor. So I would say stuff like that, stuff with topical movies is great. I'm sure you'll see a lot of stuff from Wicked. You'll see the different witches, the Glendas, and then the Dark Witch and all that.
A lot of people in pop culture will tie something in too, like if something happened in the news. You know, I remember, and I tell you, it's like I don't get offended, but when the attack happened with Siegfried and Roy, there were people who went around as that as Halloween.
That's terrible.
I'm like, come on now, what are you doing?
That's a tragedy.
Yeah, well, and it's like you're really doing it locally too. That's another thing. You know, people doing it around the country, but the people that did it locally, it's like, come on, what happened with that? So I found that but that's got to be a pain where you come in and part of your get up with the mask or something and related. How about like other stuff? Like I come in, like if you have, I guess, what do you call it? Attachments or stuff that go, like, is everything left at the door?
What do you mean by
like if I'm a skeleton or something, or a scarecrow, and I have to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you can
not a weapon, but a toy weapon.
Simulated weapons is the word.
Okay.
Simulated weapons are also not allowed in the casino.
Okay, very good.
Yes,
leave it at the door.
Good one, very good. You caught that.
Okay, yeah, excellent. All right, very good. A lot of tweets too, and text.
I don't know. I'm hacked. I'm still hacked. I'm sure everybody knows that. I have no idea what's going on Twitter. I don't know. I'm sitting there.
I saw your tweets.
I'm sitting at. I had Jeff Benson and Amal put it out. I don't know if anybody read Amal's tweet, but people read Jensen's.
Yeah.
Benson's. I'm sitting there at Bar Canada Saturday around noontime, and I get the email from X support, the email associated with your account has changed to blah, 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 blah at Gmail. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
So right away I go on to support. I want to log in and change it back to my email here, except whoever hacked it set up two-factor authentication that I don't have a code and have no way to generate.
Oh, my.
I've had our social team working on it since Saturday. They've written 8 different people at X, and I'm still at the mercy of the hacker. With this vote for me on Spotify and all that, trying to get your passwords. Don't